Hello and welcome, Lynx here. We are once again in the main screen of Sakura Isekai Adventure. Technically finished the story, but we have CGs left to unlock. CGs left to unlock, and that is 2 of them. So basically we need to find our way to it. How we're going to do it? How we'll get to those scenes, we'll be skipping. And hopefully we'll manage to find the scenes. Let's get to it. Okay, the first thing I believe that we need to do different is this scene. So, you know, she's going, I was pretty awesome out there, wasn't I? I think we should do, you didn't make the best first impression. Well, yeah, I was. You know I was. There's no doubt about that. The Skyward of Justice always looks impressive, if I do say so myself. Go, 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 go. I know that. Pretty clever name. So now we are going to see that it's a bit cringy. It sounds a little bit something like a middle school. Oh, that's what I said, actually. What? Can you believe that? Oh yeah, now we are like, okay, she's been kicked out from the party. Can you believe that they kicked me out and so on? So now we are going to say maybe they had a point. Because, you know, she's rushing into fight without thinking and so on. Well, I don't want to insult you, but I know I couldn't. I couldn't let her go out of the stand. That's why we skip. Now she's like, a kiss. So it'd be nice if Mina was this affectionate with me. Am I? No. This is what I chose previously as well, I think. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, we are like, oh, her face looks nice and so on. But what if Mina's is better? It looks pretty large, but maybe Mina's chest is bigger? It is. I'm not sure. Mina would have to strip down her underwear so I can tell the difference, but it doesn't look like she's going to do that anytime soon. I guess she's too self-conscious. That's a bit of a bummer. Hey Yaki, why are you looking at me like that? Oh, no reason. Right. Mina frowns. She does look wholly convinced. Was really being that obvious? I'm such a loser. Taki, behave yourself. Skip. Now, previously I did say I don't want to be called a tool, but let's say I don't mind being Mina's tool, because that's what she said in a way herself, like Mina. I guess I don't mind being Mina's tool. If she wants me to serve her, then I'll do my best. There are worse things. I could be even an aid to a pretty witch like Mina. I'm just still unsettled about coming to a brand new world, but I think I'm pretty lucky that I was summoned by a person like her. She's exactly my type. Well, okay, if you want to use me, you can. Your wish is my command. And so on, and so on, and so on. Domination. Alright, let's go. I mean, Mina is into that, so that's alright. I'm lagging dominated. That's just fine by me. I like dominant girls. Really now? Scarlet smiles salaciously. I did get a feeling yes when I spoke to you. You seem like the sort of who'd enjoy being told what to do. I guess quiet, shy girls are into women who can be fair with them. Go, 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 go. I have no idea what you're talking about there, yeah. We do. I do. Oh. Does it matter who we go? Let's go slimes. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Unless there is a different CG for pixies. Oh. Okay, so after the slimes first encounter and the talk with the guild mistress, Mina was really disturbed and so on. She stormed off. Alright, let's say I can't help but feel guilty this time around. Did I say the same thing previously as well? Yeah, I think I did. She ran away. The hug. Then Mandragora. I'd like to be more than friends. Come on, give me the Mina scene. Oh! And I think you're the best friends I could have ever hoped for. I'm happy to hear Mina say that. I wasn't aware she was even capable of giving such an effusive praise, but... I find myself the Yaonik regardless. I know it might seem rude, Yaonik after Mina has made such a sincere, heartfelt confession, but I can't help myself. The fight with the Mandragora really took a lot out of me. I'm exhausted. So I'm so tired, in fact, it's hard for me to keep standing. It's a good thing Scarlet's arms are still wound around my waist, or I'm afraid I might topple to the ground at any moment. My arms and my legs are aching after that skirmish, and now the adrenaline has faded from my body. I feel curiously deflated. Scarlet doesn't seem to notice this. She's too busy congratulating herself on the job well done, but Mina does. She looks at me concernedly, her brow furrowed. Then softly she says, "Are you alright, Aki?" I'm fine. It's nothing serious. I'll live. Well, I hope so. You're a pivotal member of our team. Am I really? Naturally, Scarlet would never be able to fell that Mandragora were it not for you. You more than pulled your weight, which might explain why you look so weary. You are tired, aren't you? I'm about to sneeze. Double sneeze. Sorry. Ooh! Scarlet grins, then nudges me playfully in the side. Tick, tick, tick. Was that little workout enough to win you, Aki? Don't tell me you're pooped. I've definitely felt better. I feel so weak. I can hardly blame you for that. Fighting against that Mandragora must have sapped quite a lot of your stamina. Fortunately, however, the inn is not far away. You know, we were talking about over here being dominant or not. Mina might be like giving orders and so on, but in a certain area, I think she would not be dominant. Anyway, we can return there and then you can rest. How does that sound? Mina. I stared at Mina, my eyes sparkling with thanks. Her suggestion sounds so good, it's enough to make me forget all the cruel things she's ever said to me. Mina might not have wings or a halo, but right now she looks just like an angel. Alright. A little while later. Kawaii! Well, just looky here. Go. I can hear Scarlet giggle from the other side of the room. Let's go, lab pillow. Woo! I can't see her face, given my eyes are closed, but I'd mention based on her laughter that she's grinning, possibly from ear to ear, knowing Scarlet. The fight with the Mandragora now over, the three of us returned to the inn. I said I was feeling tired, and I wound up passing out. Or at least I made a show of passing out. Right now I'm resting my head on Mina's thighs, my eyelids closed. That's cold. It probably looks to any outside observer, Scarlet, that I'm asleep, but that isn't the case. I'm tired enough that I feel like I could fall asleep, but the last vestiges of my consciousness have yet to desert me. As for why I'm not fallen asleep yet, despite my surprisingly soft, luxurious pillow. Well, it would feel like a bit of waste to go to sleep now when Mina was kind enough to let me rest my weary head on her lap. Mina's been in an unusually good mood ever since we returned to the inn. For I'm not sure if her mood is good per se, it might be more accurate to say that she's simply being a bit less aloof than per usual. I guess bailing her out of a life and death situation has made her see me in a new light. It looks like poor little Lucky's down for the count already. Scarlet titters again. Tick, 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 tick. I guess I can't really blame her for that. We did exert ourselves quite a bit. But the night is still young. Why don't we go and celebrate our victory, Mina? And how do you suggest we do that? Well, what do you think? We need to hit up the tavern, let's wake Aki up, and then let's go drinking. Mina sighs. I can tell you're very enthusiastic about this, Scarlet. Of course I am. I'm always enthusiastic when alcohol is involved. Oh. Unfortunately, I cannot agree with that remark. I'm not particularly fond of alcohol myself, and in any event, Aki is fast asleep. I would not want to wake her. I cannot see an issue in treating ourselves either. But Aki is obviously exhausted. I would feel guilty rousing her simply so that we can go drinking. I think Aki would have been even more sad for if the two of us went off to celebrate and she was left here. That would be a cruel way to treat her. We're all supposed to be companions here. That is true enough. I imagine it would upset her if she awoke to find she was all on her own. Exactly, I'm so glad you understand, Mina! I need to learn to not say her name in this way. Cheesy. It's not everyone. It's just Mina. Anywho. Which is why I won't be joining you in the tavern this evening. Huh? Wait, what? Did you say that you won't be joining me? That is what I said, yes. Do you have a problem with it? Well, yeah. I wanted us all to celebrate together, otherwise there's no point. My apologies, but I still think I would prefer to stay here. I'm feeling somewhat tired myself and I cannot see the appeal in getting drunk. Yeah. You can go drink if you wish, however, I will not stop you. I could, I guess. But going drink on my own isn't very much fun. I agree with that. It will be kind of sad. But if you refuse to wake up, then fine, I guess I can drink enough for all of three of us. Who knows, maybe some adventurers in the tavern will want to hear all about my exploits. Maybe Bron will be there too. I'm sure she'll be surprised to hear just how much stronger we've gotten. Our tale will be sure to shock and dazzle her. Yeah, you do that, have fun. I will. Oh, I won't have as much fun, of course, as I would with you and Taki. Now I still feel like I'm third wheel. Gee! Scarlet sighs, then slinks off. I don't see her exit, my eyes are still closed, but I can hear the sound of receding footsteps, and then the dull toot of a door as it shuts behind her. I guess it's just Mina and me now. There's something reassuring about that thought. It's not as though I dislike having Scarlet around. She's proven to be a surprisingly reliable ally, but I've not known her for quite as long as I've known Mina. Mina is a very fair person I met when I first came to Anthem. As such, I feel a certain degree of attachment to her. Forgiven Mina, it did summon me here against my will. Maybe you could call it Stockholm Syndrome. Our relationship might not be the healthiest thing in the world, but I know that Mina doesn't mean me any harm. She can be a bit thoughtless at times, but that's only because she's so worried about Luna. I know that Mina is very kind, considerate person deep down. She must be. Otherwise she wouldn't be letting me use her lap as a pillow. Heaven! Thank goodness she's finally gone. This remark of Mina's only serves to confirm what I already suspected. She gently runs her fingers through my hair, her fingertips brushing against my scalp. Then in a soft voice she says, "You can rest as much as you want now, Aki, without being disturbed. I hope you get a lot of rest. You've been working very hard, and I think you deserve it. I know I might have been a bit hard on you when you first arrived, because you weren't quite what I had in mind." Mina exhales. Whew. Her fingertips continue to thread their way through my hair. It feels so good, like jolts of electricity run down my spine. I'm starting to feel all tingly. But you have proven yourself to be a wonderful ally in your own way. I'm glad that you are the one that I summoned here. I cannot think of a better warrior to find a look signed than you. Now is the time when, if it was me, I would say, "I'm so glad to hear that," and make her all blushy. Ah, shucks, that's really nice of Mina. I wouldn't expect her to be so complimentary, not when she tends to be so haughty. I can feel my cheeks starting to prickle. They're turning pink. I'd be happy enough to lie on Mina's lap while she cuddles me, but that might be a bit underhanded. After all, I'm wide awake. I'm pretty sure Mina's only saying all of this stuff to me because she thinks I'm snoozing. She wouldn't be so generous with her compliments if she knew I could hear her. Mina's a bit standoffish like that. I don't want to trick her, so... Yes! Actually, Mina, I've been awake this whole time. Yes! Huh? Mina looks at me flatly, her slender fingers stealing in my hair. You have? That's right, I was just pretending to be asleep so I could get out of going drinking with Scarlet. I don't dislike being with her, but she can be quite loud and I'm pretty tired. I didn't feel like getting drunk. And I'm going to guess that you didn't want to do that either. Oh, Mina clears her throat. I think she's a bit embarrassed that I've overheard her. That would explain why her cheeks have turned pink, but she's able to swallow her embarrassment down. Shyly, she toys with a lock of her hair before she replies. That's right, I can't say the idea was particularly appealing. I don't like drinking very much in general regardless, and I think Scarlet drinks rather too much. I don't believe she has ever heard of moderation. I'm sure she'd say, oh, the Scarlet wind of justice, that she doesn't need any moderation. Presumably it would only get in her way. Well, perhaps. Mina's eyes meet mine, then her lips curl upwards into a smile. You're a bit more devious than I realized, Taki. I didn't think you were sly enough to hoodwink one of our own party members. I don't think I was being sly. I was just trying to look after my own best interests. I don't need to be dragged to the tavern to drink after a job well done. I thought I'd left that behind when I left Tokyo. After work, drinking parties are so tedious. Yeah. Oh, did you have to go drinking very often? Very often. The boss would always take us out to the nearest izakaya at the end of every sprint. I mean, I would say Mina will not understand what you mean by sprint. He always said it was optimal, but it wasn't really. If you didn't show up, you'd get branded as a deserter who wasn't loyal enough to the company. That's me, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that would definitely be me. I would love to live like in Japan. Would be nice. But the people in the company I would work for or whatever would so hate me. Because of, you know, proper approach to work. And not like a slave approach to work. Come on. I would be hated for that so much. But Japanese approach to work is absolutely disgusting. It is. And honestly, Japanese people should realize that finally. Anyway. I make little quotation marks with my fingers. We had to tag along no matter how late it was or how tired we were. I've been to more forced drinking parties than I can count. I really don't need more of that here. Wow! Mina's brow creases. I was wondering what leaving Tokyo was like, but your tales haven't made it sound at all appealing. It sounds quite unpleasant, in fact. It was unpleasant in all sorts of ways. There were some things I liked, but I didn't enjoy having to work long hours. Yeah. Or having to tag along to all of those after-work get-togethers. Yeah. I enjoyed myself when I was in high school, and university wasn't bad either. I didn't like high school. But things went south pretty quickly when I had to get an office job. It stopped all of the energy out of me. I barely had time to pursue my hobbies. That's why I had to drop Kendo, even if I didn't really want to. I didn't have the time, and if I did have time, I didn't have the motivation. When I look at it like that, maybe I'm lucky that you summoned me here after all. Do you really think that? Mina's brow creases with concern. I can't help but feel responsible for your safety, given I'm the one who summoned you here, and I know that I put you in danger. Certain monsters do not exist in Tokyo. I shake my head. then I feel even worse for bringing you here to face off against all sorts of creatures. The monsters we were fighting were fairly weak, but that Mandragora was not. If you had been less quick on your feet, it would have defeated you. That is a good thing. I'm fairly quick on my feet and it didn't defeat me. Haha, I smile. It would be life, I said it wasn't scary. But there was something exciting about facing off against a monster like that. It was not more fun than fighting with the photocopier in the office, at least. It felt like I finally met a real challenge, one that required me to work hard. I've not had a chance to use my Kendo skills in a long time. Long time. So I'm still a bit rusty. But I think I'm getting the hang of it now. I'd forgot how good it feels to move my body around, but it's rather fun. I wouldn't have this opportunity if it wasn't for you, so... Thank you! You've helped me more than you could have possibly realized. Aki! Mina looks at me for a few moments, nonplussed. A blush begins to spread across her cheeks, a soft pale pink blush the same color as primroses. Shyly she looks to one side. She swallows. Then she says in a quiet voice, I didn't expect to say that if I'm being quite honest with you. What? Did you think I would resent you for summoning me here or something? A little, I suppose. It will make sense. I did wrest you away from your world life without your consent. You had no choice but about coming here. I rather forced your hand. But if you're enjoying it, then perhaps everything has worked out for the best. I had my doubts, like I said. Did you hear me say that earlier when you were like on my lap? Yes, I might have heard what you were saying. I'm sorry. Oh no, it's alright. You need to apologize. This is my fault, really, for talking to myself. It only ever invites trouble. Alas, it is a bit of an inelegant habit. I fear I must have picked it up from Luna. Not that she is inelegant, of course. Luna is very, very grateful. Please don't get drunk about her. There are few in all of Anthem who are as refined as she is and as dignified. I think that Luna is wonderful. By the way, I just thought... I wonder if I actually know who might have kidnapped Luna. But for that, I need to quickly check something. No. Okay, it was not her, sadly enough. Anyway. Even if she does talk to herself sometimes. It sounds like Luna has some interesting habits of her own. Oh yes, she's often tired, owing to her oracular abilities, so she falls asleep in the strangest, most inappropriate of places. I always had to keep an eye on her to ensure she didn't doze off on the spot. Sometimes I had to carry her back to the chamber because she had nodded off in the middle of the library or at the dining table. Mina smiles. Her eyes look misty and far away for a few moments as she indulges herself in reminiscences about her beloved priestess. Before after a pause she clears her throat. But that is neither here nor there. What I meant to say is, I now feel gratified that I summoned you. I might have had a few doubts, but you are much stronger than I first thought. You have proven yourself to be a worthy ally and a skilled swordswoman. Mina smiles. She rests one of her gloved hands upon her chest, above her heart. Then she says in an affectionate voice, which makes me blush. And I feel, when I'm with you, I really can rescue Luna. Oh, don't mention it. It's alright. I think you're being too kind, really. Do you? Mina blinks. How very curious. My feelings are quite contrary to yours. I don't think that I'm being kind enough. You deserve all the compliments I can muster and more. You saved my life. Mina leans in, her green eyes half-lidded, shining mysteriously in the moonlight. And you've given me a brand new lease of hope. I cannot thank you enough for everything you've done. You really are wonderful. You said, but I think you're wonderful too. Well, naturally. Mina coughs. I'm one of the most talented witches in all of Anthem. I graduated all of my class from Orichalcum Academy and I serve as bodyguard in Renata's temple in Coronus. I'm worried that I'm a genius. But you may praise me more if you want to. I'll give you permission. Good, I'll make use of it then. Well... Mina shrinks back at this suddenly shy. She brings a hand to her mouth and nibbling on a hangnail, she mumbles, You don't have to compliment me. It wasn't an order. I was just saying if you wish to, then you can. And I will. I do want to compliment you. And I'm not just saying that either. Mina. I take hold of Mina's hand, then inch it away from her lips. I twine our fingers together, linking them. Then I look into her eyes. It was your magic that brought me here. You gave me a reprieve from my bland, boring life. If I'm acting like a hero now, it's only because you've given me a chance to be one. I never had dreamed of being able to defeat a mandragora before, or of rescuing a priestess. I never have had the opportunity. I thought I was destined to be an office lady for the next 3 decades, until my hair started turning white. So thank you for showing me that I'm capable of greater things than that. Thank you for giving me a chance to prove to myself that I'm capable of greater things than that. Meeting you has turned my life around. But I'm positive that it will be a change for the better. I've had a good time in Anthem with you, and with Scarlet too, I guess. And I don't want my adventures to end. Aki! Mina! I lean in and so does Mina. Ooh! I move my right hand instinctively, then press the palm against Mina's cheek. I'm not fully aware of what I'm doing as I bring my body closer to Mina's. I didn't plan this out ahead of time. I had no particular intention when we began talking to kiss her. But looks like that's what's happening. I can feel Mina's lips against my own, soft and yielding. I'm not sure who instigated the kiss, for I don't suppose it really matters. All that matters is this moment. I wonder why there's no CG. What's the meaning of this? I'm sorry. Hello? Come on. It's a kiss. You won't tell me that Steam would not allow a kiss. Come on. My face is flushed and my heart is stomach, but I don't mind that. This serves as proof of how much I care about Mina. I won't know her for a fortnight, but she means a good deal to me. I'm very happy I met her. And if possible, I'd like to stay with her. I just want the two of us to be together. Yo, Wincloud. What's with not showing the CG for the keys? Hello? How come? That's so weird. That is so weird. That one was nice for with the lap pillow. We have one more CG and one more achievement to get, so you know what? We'll do it tomorrow. Because I'm pretty sure that will be something with Scarlet. So we'll try to follow the path to get Scarlet, and we'll see how that ends. How that part of the whatever, how it will look. You know what, that little scene with Mina, I needed that much, maybe not much, but I needed that little insight into her real self. I needed to see that. I like Mina, basically. I like her. Yeah. She's a nice girl. I don't think Scarlet can beat her. By the way, that fire is so nice. I mean, you know, Aki, I'm not surprised at all that you were like, I'll pretend to sleep. I don't want to move away from this lap. Yeah, I imagine that lap pillow was so good. Anyway, tomorrow, Scarlet, hope to see you there. Consider liking the video. If you're new around, subscribe. That would be super appreciated, of course. And I wish you a wonderful day. Bye bye.